just going to wrap up there briefly. Just two things. Number one, we did talk about utilizing the LineDrive app that Natalie mentioned with regard to doing our safety trainings. We also use that as a dispatch app. And Leah's going to show a real short video. We're going to go over this real briefly. The LineDrive app allows us to dispatch from it. It is completely separate and apart from the mobile trip app. The mobile trip app is there for your dispatch. Mobile trip app is your paycheck. It's our paycheck. The LineDrive app is another cover yourself, cover your tail app. We want to make sure that you can prove a few things. Number one, we've hooked up properly. While using this app, we don't have any we haven't had any disconnects. We haven't had any what you call improper assemblies. People will take pictures of their connections. It means that you're looking. Secondly, you're taking pictures of the trailer doors being closed. You're taking pictures of the trailer numbers. You're taking pictures of the trailer seals. You're taking pictures of, I've got my safety chains connected for my dolly to the lead trailer. I have all these pictures. Also have a picture of my mobile trip app. So I've got all these pictures so that I can prove that I did everything. I hooked up the set correctly. I got the proper trailers, took the right trailers, and here's my proof because there's a picture of my mobile trip app where I was dispatched with these trailers. We want to do everything that the customer asks us to do. And part of that is making sure we take the right trailer. We don't want to take a trailer that's supposed to be bound for Pennsylvania and take it to Phoenix. Or take a trailer that's supposed to be from Pensacola and take it to Pennsylvania, right? We are just covering our tails to say, this is what was assigned to us. This is what we want to make sure that we're doing. So her click go. Natalie, again, she mentioned it's your email address that you submitted to us, then the word password, all lowercase word password, and you can change that later, but you log into this. Y'all can zoom in on this just a little bit. It'll help you see. We recorded this video. You can see the date there. It would be the current date for whatever that you selected. There's a kind of an arrow pointing down on the right-hand side of that bar, and that basically will have listed every truck that we have so that you can select the truck number that you've been assigned for this particular trip. We're using the number 167198. And then we select our origin and our destination. For this example, we're going to go from 303, which is in Atlanta, to 305, which is Marietta. So it's interesting. You get to scroll down through here. Every location, every bump meet numbers are in here. So once I click these two numbers and I select it from this list, you got to do it from the drop-down list. You'll see right below that, it's going to tell you how many miles that trip is. So it says this is 49-mile trip. I'm going to click on that maroon button there that says prepare for dispatch. It's going to ask me a few things. I'm going to take the information from my mobile trip app and I'm going to put in my trailer numbers here. All right. So you can see here where it says trailer and dolly. I want to plug in my trailer number there. So trailer number 1, obviously if I had a 53 footer, I would just put trailer 1 in there. But if I've got a set of pups, I'll put trailer 1, I'll put in trailer 2, and then whatever dolly you select. We'll plug those numbers in there. We're going to plug these trailer numbers in, dolly number in. Then you're taking pictures of all this equipment, and we're verifying that what I took a picture of is exactly what's on my mobile trip app. It's happened before where, hey, I'm supposed to be picking up that trailer right there, and I back into the trailer right next to it. I got distracted just for a second. I responded to a text maybe before I was backing up, and I forgot I was going to back under door number 417, and I backed under 418 instead. So this gives us an opportunity to take these pictures to verify, look, and make sure we're actually taking the trailer that we're assigned. All right, so it says rear trailer checklist. This is just basically a daily vehicle inspection report, if you will. of saying, hey, here's everything's going on with this trailer. Then you see the pictures here where I can take pictures of the trailer 1, trailer 2. You'll click on that take photo, that marine button there. It says take photo. This first picture is a picture of how not to do it. They took a picture of the front post. While that has the trailer number, can we tell if the trailer door is closed in that picture? No, of course not. It's the front of the trailer. So we showed you kind of a, let's don't do that. Let's do it the other way. Take a picture of the rear trailer door. Then we'll take a picture of the trailer seal. We're using these bolt seals now. So you can see here's a good picture of a bolt seal. You're taking up close. We can actually read. You can zoom in on that. That number is legible, so you know what the seal number is. And you're going to need that seal number when you go to dispatch. Now we'll take a picture of trailer 2. And this is the way we should take a picture of a trailer. Being able to, this is a little bit cockeyed, but even if it was a little bit straighter on, you see that the trailer door is closed. And you can see on the far left side, I can see the trailer number clearly. So it's distinct. It's clear that I know what trailer I have. And then I take a picture of a seal, and the picture we have here is one of the older seals that we don't use anymore, one of those plastic seals. But again, nonetheless, the whole point is when you get a seal, make sure you can read the seal number. So we want to take a picture of the rear of the trailer door, showing it's closed, showing the trailer number, and then of the seal that we showed here momentarily ago. All right. Then we go down there, and you're just clicking about the rear trailer, and then we're talking about the assembly checklist. Hey, is the pintle hook latch, safety chains hooked, fifth wheel hooked up, handle, locked in? Is there any gaps? Is it clean connections? You do a tug test, right? So now we want to take our pictures of the assembly. So you see I got a picture of trailer 2 to the fifth wheel, pintle hook to trailer 1, and then the lead trailer to the tractor. So here, what we're doing, getting up and underneath, we're looking to make sure there's no gap there. I didn't high hook it. There's no light or space in between the bottom of the fifth wheel plate, or the top of the fifth wheel plate and the bottom of the trailer. When I click on and take a picture of the pintle hook, this one's from really the passenger side of the vehicle. I prefer that you take a picture from the driver's side, because on that driver's side, not only can I see, in this one, I can see both safety chains are hooked and the pinto's locked, but on the other side, you can see that the air lines are connected in an electrical cord. And then finally, taking a picture of the lead trailer connected to the tractor. You just want to make sure, hey, that kingpin is locked in there. That typically I like to have a bar. We try to use the fifth wheels that have bars rather than sometimes jaws. They seem to work and last longer. So I want to make sure that I've got a good picture of that. Then this is a place where I can either take a picture if I've got a team driver that's got the mobile trip app on his phone, or I can, if I screenshot it, just picture the MTA, I can load it. And this one, they're taking a picture from their co-driver's phone. So again, on that, you see where it says trailer 1, trailer 2. I'm verifying that those numbers match up with what I just took pictures of those trailers, with the trailer doors being closed. I've got those trailer numbers. I'm verifying all that's correct. And then I'm going to check and say, hey, I've done everything above. I put my initials in there. To sign off that that's ready to go. And we'll click over there where it says save and close. Then it's going to get us to the next screen over there and ask, are we ready to dispatch? And we're going to click yes, we're ready to dispatch. Okay. And then click OK. And we're going to see here where we're ready to dispatch as it shows up. It shows up yellow. So it's like, hey, are you ready? So we're going to say we're ready to dispatch up there, prepare for dispatch. And it says, are you ready to start run? You ready to go on the road? Click yes. Where it's yellow there is going to turn green. That's going to show that we're en route. Okay. All those pictures that you took at that moment in time, as soon as you click that and it goes green, all those pictures you took, there it's green. They are submitted to the clouds. They're forever saved. So if you get 50 miles down the road and the trailer comes off, disconnects from a dolly, we can say, look, we did everything right. Here's our pictures. If we took the wrong, if FedEx claimed we took the wrong trailer, we can go, hey, wait a minute, here's our pictures. Here's our proof of what we took. And oftentimes when those things happen, it's going to be Sometimes if they asked us if we took the wrong trailer, so I don't find out till 2 days after the run's completed. So once you get to your location, you're going to click, hey, I'm here. And then that's going to allow that. It comes up red like that where it said stop. And so that you've completed your run. So it says red is complete. And then I'm done with that. Every time I do a run, I'm going to do one of these dispatches. So, for example, if I'm doing a meet and I'm going from Dallas to Birmingham, Alabama, or anywhere else in between, as soon as I get to Birmingham, I'm going to click completed. I'm picking up, and I've met somebody from Savannah, let's say, there, and we're going to swap trailers. I'm going to do another dispatch and go from that location back to Dallas. And I'm going to go through because I'm looking at the connections, right? I may be picking up somebody else's set. We've had sets before where we met people in Kansas that have come from out west, and the pintle hook wasn't latched. The only thing that was holding that pintle hook in place was the bar that comes out to try to keep it stabilized. The safety chains are latched, but that pintle hook wasn't closed. How dangerous is that? How scary is that? So we look over and we take pictures of every connection because I don't know that the guy or the lady that did it before you, we want to confirm they did it correctly. So you walk around and you look at every time. We suggest every time you stop and you leave the truck, if I'm getting fuel, I'm going inside to use the bathroom, I need to walk around and look at my connections. There's people around that think it's funny to, pull the fifth wheel handle or flip the pintle hook latch. We want to always, anytime you ever leave the truck, you always want to, or if I stop, hey, I've stopped, I got out and used the bathroom and I took a break here in the truck here for a minute. But if I've been stopped for any length of time, 20, 30 minutes or more, I want to make sure I'm able to get out and get out, walk around that truck, walk around, look at the trailers, make sure that nobody's tampered with anything so that I know my connections are secured. Again, this whole process, everything we've talked about is to make sure that you're safe and protect yourself, to say, look, you're the professional. You're doing it all right. You're doing everything you're supposed to be doing. With that, I want to leave you with just a few, final sayings for this safety. It's no accident. We're going to, some of you will be getting some safety vest here pretty soon. And we have that on some of our safety vests. Safety, it's no accident. We put some messaging on the back of there. Sometimes it's a good conversation starter with somebody in line haul office or maybe another driver. Safety, keep safety in mind. It'll save your behind. We are all about safety. Everything we've talked about today, again, wraps around safety, your physical health, your physical safety, your mental health, your mental safety, and your financial health, your financial safety. Everything we've talked about is focused on that. You're the professional, just like I talked about at the beginning of having professional athletes, how fun they are to watch. They know the rules. They practice perfectly. They try to get better all the time, and they have a fun time doing it because they know what they're doing. We've given you, again, it was a drinking through a fire hose. I think a lot of people can go, yeah, man, I'm exhausted. I'm mentally, my brain's mush. I get it, and I'm sorry. I get it. There's a lot of stuff to go over here. That's why we're going to send you an email summary here in just a few moments. Everything that we've gone over, go through that. Refresh your memory. Oh, yeah, I remember what they said now about the Motive Driver app. Hey, as we've mentioned before, we've got a link in the email that we're going to send to you where you can download the app on your phone. So you've got it just in case a tablet's dead. We had somebody that got to a truck the other day and somebody took the charger cord out of it and said, hey, the tablet's dead. Well, we're going to have to use our phone. That's why we provide this information to you. You download the eTruckBiz app. That information on how to download that, how to bookmark the page for the mobile trip app, all that's in the email. All that information's in the email. So look at that email. A lot of good information in there. Picture, they're mandatory. Again, if you didn't take a picture, it didn't happen.
make sure to take a picture. If I ever have to hook up to a trailer on a dock door, I take a picture showing the door was closed. I take a picture, making sure that I put my dolly back in the dolly pool. And one final thing, if this won't unhook for some reason, and we've had this happen before, we had drivers take just a 10, 15-second video. Hey, the handle's broken, and send it to whoever dispatches you, your driver ops manager. If Dustin's setting me up and Dustin's my go-to guy, I'm going to take a 15-second video. Dustin, wanted to show you. I've tried to unhook this. You can see, watch the video. I'm pulling on the handle. Nothing's happening. The spring's broken underneath, or maybe there's a bolt missing and it's just not opening. You see me trying to pull the handle. Nothing's releasing. Dustin and I are going to talk, or Dustin and Natalie, somebody's going to talk. We're going to send that video in and take a preemptive step of letting line haul know, hey, look, Stephen, Tony, Matthew, they tried to get out here and unhook this dolly. It wouldn't unhook. Here's a 15-second video showing what they did. They put a red tag on it, and red tags are found in the line haul office or at the shop, and we have a lot of them in our trucks where we just write down, hey, dolly handle broken. We put something on there, and it's got a little metal tie, if you will, on one end of it. We just wrap that around and just tie that on maybe the dolly handle so people can see, hey, this has been red tagged. It means something's wrong. You wrote down on there, dolly handle broken. Something simple. Just let's know what's going on with it. Hey, the dolly airline's broken, or, this trailer, the jack, maybe the arm on the jack stand's broken, something, it won't allow it to go up and down. We're putting a red tag on there saying, hey, we recognize this. We didn't just completely disregard what our customer or our company policy was, or the customer asked us to do. We want to make certain that, hey, if something's not right, if something's not the way they said, hey, you got to do this, you got to do that, then we document what happened so we can prove. And every time we do that, FedEx is like, hey, thank y'all for letting us know. That way you acknowledge, hey, I know what I'm supposed to do, but the equipment's messed up. There's a mechanical failure. I can't do that. So I'm just going to document, hey, here's why I can't do it. And then they're going to be like, man, that's Stephen, Matthew, Tony, man, those guys are great. I love those guys because they're always proactive in all they do. That's what we want. We're trying to help you to be the best you can be. And we want to make sure that's the way we operate. If we see something's going on with the truck, if I can see it before you tell me about it, I'm going to make sure it's fixed. I'm not going to play some game and wait on you. Well, wondered if you was going to see that steer tire, so I'll get it replaced now that you mentioned something. That's not the way we operate. We get stuff done. We want to make sure that you're safe all the time, every mile. And we want to make sure that we can help you succeed. So we all of us want to be proactive. If we see something, we're going to say something. If I see there's an issue or your dispatch has changed, we're not waiting on you to call and ask a question. We're going to reach out to you. Hey, this has happened. This is going to save you some time, or we're going to go here. We're going to do this differently. We're letting you know as soon as we know in real time so that you're prepared so you can be better served and be more efficient and effective. Communication is key to happiness. You've heard me say multiple times, if you didn't take a picture, it didn't happen. Secondly, and as equally important, maybe even more important, communication is key to happiness. You heard Natalie say, hey, if something's going on in your life and you're like, hey, this is going on, my father's been real sick and just don't know that maybe, something's going on or what happened. Hey, look, I can understand. I lost my father several years ago. I understand that. I understand the things that can happen and the difficulties that can create. But communicate that with us. If you say, hey, you know what? It just sounds like it's going to be really tough here. He just got this diagnosis and not really sure if he's going to make it 4 or 5 weeks or whatever. Communicate that with your driver manager. Let us know what's going on. Communicate with us so we're not, shocked. And that way it makes it smoother and easier for us, for you as well. If there's something wrong with the truck, you've heard us say over and over and over, tell us. If there's something wrong with your pay, like Natalie said, don't wait for 3 weeks until you're fuming. Or if there's something wrong, hey, I've been doing this particular run and they're not getting my doors closed when I'm supposed to be getting them closed, or I'm meeting somebody and they're 3 hours late on the other side and we're waiting every day. Tell us immediately when it happens. There's things we can do to try to work on that, to try to fix that. So communicate with us. Again, we don't have a crystal ball. My crystal ball is broken and I'm not a mind reader. I'm not a mentalist. I don't know what you're thinking. So communicate that with us, with our ops managers. Make sure to talk to us and let us know what's going on. We are here to help, but we can't guess if you don't tell us. We don't know if you don't tell us. We want you to be safe in everything we do. That's the big key factor, right? I said, take pictures, communication is key to happiness. And then we talked, everything we've talked about, safety. Most problems that cost drivers money, that are mistakes or issues that happen, oftentimes will stem from a lack of communication. Well, I didn't tell anybody that steer tire had some bad wear on it because I didn't want to admit that I hadn't done a post trip here the past time or two, and now I got a busted steer tire and I'm on the side of the road. Again, that's a problem. It's going to cost you some money possibly, or you're keeping you from rolling, cost you some time because we didn't communicate that otherwise. Hey, let's communicate that. Let's make sure that we're communicating about that. Ask questions. There's no such thing as a stupid question. We might have some funny answers, but there's no such thing as a stupid question. The only bad question is the one you don't ask. Again, reach out to us, especially if you know, hey, I'm supposed to be dispatching at 4 a.m. on these days, and my loads aren't being ready till 5:30. Hey, you're supposed to be going at 4 o'clock, so don't wait till 5:30 to call somebody. Try to call line haul. If they don't have it resolved in 20 minutes, reach out to your driver manager. Reach out. They can call in. We can help to make some things happen. And again, just that's reporting those issues to us fast. Natalie's mentioned before, please check your emails a couple of times a week. Read those. There might be some emergency communications that come out. FedEx a lot of times have said, hey, there's trailer pull-offs. Make sure to communicate with all your drivers. Get out and look. We had another trailer pull off. Get out and look. Somebody else, not somebody from our company, but some other company had a trailer pull off. Get out and look. Or they may say, hey, this is going on. We've had it before where, hey, they shut down part of 285 around Atlanta one weekend. Everybody needed to know so they could make alternate plans whatever may be happening. We want to communicate that with you. And finally, again, if you contact us and we don't answer, or you shoot a text, leave a detailed message. Communication is the key to happiness. I'm telling you, that's one life lesson I feel like I've learned, that I can apply that in every aspect of my life. Communication is key to happiness. We want you to be safe. We want you to be accountable, be specific. That's how we win every day, every route, every mile. We'll be being safe, being accountable. Hey, yeah, I didn't do that. I'm going to work to do better if I didn't do it. And, that's being accountable, and be safe, and then, be specific. And I want to be, intentional. Be intentional with your driving, being intentional. I'm looking at what I'm doing, where I'm going. I'm not just here cruising down the road, but I'm being intentional every mile. That's how we win. Thank you all so much. It's been a little bit of a marathon here, two plus hours. You've been great. We're going to make sure, again, this email is going to be sent to you. If you've got questions, follow up, shoot us a text or email. We've got another meeting or two scheduled this afternoon, so I may not be able to just touch base with you on a phone call necessarily this afternoon, but we can definitely schedule a time to do that in the next day or two. So again, let us know if you've got any questions. Thank you all so very much. We want you to be safe, be blessed, and we look forward to talking to you soon. Thank you all so much. Have a great day.